Everyone, this is your grade 6 civics chapter 9 urban livelihoods. Working on the street. This is a city where my cousin lives. I have been here only a few times. It's very big. Once when I came here, my cousin took me around. We left the house early in the morning. We turned the corner onto the main street. We saw that it was already buzzing with activity. The vegetable vendor was busy arranging tomatoes, carrots, and cucumbers in baskets at her stall so that people could see what she had to sell. Next to her stall was a lovely, colorful one that sold all kinds of flowers. We bought a red rose and a yellow rose, and the permanent opposite we saw a person selling newspapers with a small crowd of people around him. Everyone wanted to read the news. Buses whizzed past, and there were auto rickshaws filled with school children. Nearby, under a tree, a cobbler sat taking his tools and materials out of a small tin box. Next to him, the roadside barber had begun his work. He already had a customer who wanted an early morning shave. A little way down the road, a woman was pushing along a cart with all kinds of plastic bottles, boxes, hairpins, clips, etc. In it, while another person on a cycle trolley was carrying vegetables to sell to people in their houses. We came to a place where rickshaws were standing in a row waiting for customers. We decided to take one to the market, which was about 2 kilometers down the road. Okay, it was all about market, weekly market. Okay, which is in your content book page number 77. The first topic is all about market. When we reached the market, the shops were just beginning to open. But the place was already crowded because of festival season. There were rows and rows of shops selling sweets, toys, clothes, footwear, utensils, electronic goods, etc. There was a dentist clinic also at one end. My cousin had an appointment with the dentist. We went there first so that we would not miss our turn. We had to wait for a while in a room before she was called inside. The dentist examined her and asked her to come back the following day to get a cavity in her tooth filled. My cousin was scared because she thought the process would be painful and was upset that she had allowed her teeth to go bad. From the dental clinic, she took me to a new garment showroom because I wanted to buy some ready made clothes. The showroom had 3 floors, each floor had different types of clothes. We went to the third floor where clothes for girls were kept. My father and uncle worked in a small shop during festival. Worked in small shop. Okay, during festival times and on Sundays, my mother and I helped them in the shop. I started working there only after I completed my college. We opened the showroom some years ago. I am a dress designer. Our business has changed. These days, people prefer to buy ready-made clothes rather than they have been stitched. The trend these days is for ready-made garments. You also need an attractive display for them, right? For our showroom, we buy things from different places. And the next in the factory workshop area, I wanted to have zari work done on one of my dresses which I needed for a special occasion. My cousin said that she knew Nirmala who works in a garment factory. Nirmala's neighbor do zari work and embroidery. So we caught a bus and headed towards the factory area. The bus was really crowded. At every stop, more and more people got on and hardly anyone seemed to be get off. People were pushing others to make more space for themselves. My cousin guided me to a corner so that we wouldn't get squashed. The next is there were large number of people sitting on railings or in groups at the crossing area. They seemed to be waiting for someone. Some groups had people on scooters standing by and talking with them. My cousin explained that this place was called Labor Chowk. These were daily wage laborers who work as helpers to masons. They dig at construction sites, lift loads or unload trucks in the market, dig pipelines and telephone cables, and also build roads. There are thousands of such casual workers in the city. We entered the factory area to find full of small workshops that seemed to be endless rows of them. In one section, we saw people working in a small room on sewing machines where cloths was being stitched. One person operated one sewing machine. Cloths that had been stitched were stacked at one side of the room. People own shops in various markets of the city. Showrooms selling variety of products are common. There are several things needed to run showrooms: advertising, advertising in television, newspaper, cinema theaters, etc. In whatever media it is, we need to advertise to popularize them, right, children? And there are two types of shops: temporary shops, which we can see during weekly markets, and there are some permanent shops that are given to that are given a license by the municipal corporation of the particular area. Various other services like banks, courier service are also provided by the showrooms. Okay. It is all about factory workshop area. It's a factory is an area with small workshops. Different people are assigned, like operators, mechanics, dyers, and so on, to work with. Here, wages are very less, and there is no job security at all, and working hours are really more. Okay. During the off season, the workers are reduced. Such workers are called as casual workers. I think they won't be permanent in the office area. Here, my aunt Sudha works as a marketing manager. She had asked to reach her office before 5:30 p.m. We thought we would get late, so we took an auto rickshaw that managed to get us there just in time. Her office was an area surrounded by tall buildings. Um, my aunt is a marketing manager in a company with manufacturing which manufactures biscuits. The factory where the biscuits are made is outside the city. She supervises the work of a 50 salesperson who travel to different parts of the city. They get orders from shopkeepers and collect payments from them. She has divided the city into 6 regions, and once a week she meets the salesperson of each region. She checks their progress report and discusses problem they face. She has to plan the sales in the entire city and often has to work late and travel to different places. She gets a regular salary every month and is a permanent worker with the company. She can expect her job to continue for a long period of time. Being a permanent worker, she also gets other benefits such as the following: savings for old age, holidays, medical facilities, for her family. There are many workers in the city who works in offices, factories, and government departments, where they employed as regular and permanent workers. They attend the same office or factory regularly. Their work is clearly identified. They get a regular salary. Unlike casual workers, they will not be asked to leave if the factory doesn't have much work. At the end of the day, we got into my aunt's car exhausted, but it had been so much fun. And I thought how interesting that so many people do different things, different occupations. They have probably never met each other, but it's their work and ties them together and helps to make up city life. So children, based on the video, there are a few questions. Answer the following question. First one: how much percent of people were working in Ahmedabad? How many street vendors are working in urban areas? Why do you think small workshops and factories employ casual workers? When and how do the casual workers get holidays? For this question, you can refer to your content book, page number 84. I mean civics content book, for answer. Describe the medical facilities offered by the company to its workers. For this question also, you can refer to your civics content book, page number 84 for answer. Thanks for watching the video. Keep watching.